Meals, we are the meals in motion. We give you our devotion. Meals, we are the meals in motion. We give you our devotion. Welcome back to another Meals in Motion. I'm Joe. And today we are cooking up some fillets and some mashed potatoes. Nice and easy. This is my go-to. This is all me in the kitchen. I make this on special occasions. And today just so happens to be Valentine's Day. So we got 2 10-ounce fillets. Recipes all in the description. Pause and click below if you're gonna follow along. But we're gonna start off by dicing up our potatoes. Let's get right into it. Now for my potatoes, I like to salt the water pretty generously because at the end of this, we are gonna use some of the water in our mashed potatoes mixture. On the stove for 25 to 30 minutes. All right, next up we have our fillets. We're gonna season these. You can season them with salt, pepper, and garlic. However, we found this Cattleman steak rub that we really like. Also, we're fans of the show Yellowstone, so. And be generous, you want a fair coating on this. About 20 minutes or so before you're gonna put it on the stove while the potatoes are cooking. And that is gonna give the meat some time to absorb the seasonings that are sitting on it. And now we're just gonna let that hang out until the potatoes are done. So I'll check back up with you in about 15-20 minutes.
Why are you licking your chops? Fight the demons, buddy. Fight the demons.
Now we have a special treat for all of you back home. We reduced the amount of potatoes that we used for this meal, which means we have extra. And if this video gets 5,000 likes, we'll select one lucky person who leaves a comment on the video to mail this roaming with moose potato right to their doorstep. So make sure to smash that like button. And subscribe and the bell icon and let us know in the comments how much you want this potato. So now we have about 10 minutes left on the 15 minutes left on 13 minutes left on the potatoes. So you're gonna wanna get your pan nice and hot. I'm using a cast iron skillet for the fillets. I refuse to use anything else but a cast iron skillet when I'm doing this. Don't ask me why, it just feels manly, feels original. Anyway, sorry, there's like a hurricane outside. This is Joe McGarty reporting live from Meals in Motion. We're gonna try to cook steaks in a storm. I was really hoping lightning would strike like right when I said storm. Anyway, get your pan nice and hot. We're gonna get a nice sear on all sides of these fillets. Are we okay? Are we gonna be okay? Oh my God, I'm like Dorothy. Like the rain is like I'm standing here and I'm getting wet from the rain is blowing I'm getting sprayed. I need to keep the window open to vent the dang heat, but at the same time, it's blowing out my flames. This is how to make fillets in a hurricane. Drop a like.
Oh, it started.
Yeah, the windows by the bed closed. Oh my God, it's like lightning. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's like crazy. That came out of nowhere. Holy shit, the bus is shaking. Look at get the things. The bus is like shaking right now. This ain't good. It's okay, Moose. It's okay. Water dripping down the wall. Keep that open. Got water in the oil. All right, this is really bad, guys. Hold on. It's like I'm trying to cook a meal and like the storm is like infiltrating the bus. Apparently, we need to replace our weather stripping. We just found out. So I got a towel there for the time being. It's getting real hot in this bus. We can't vent the oven. We are in a situation. Don't send likes anymore. Send help. Okay, I'm just gonna get them going. Fuck it. All right, we got the oil on. Oh, you hear that sizzle? Get a close-up on this. That's the sizzle you want. You're gonna press into those. You're gonna do about 30 seconds on each side to get the sear, maybe a minute on each side. Don't overdo it. There we go. You want that nice, that golden, you see, get a nice sear on that. See it all right on the edges. Oh yeah. There we go. Same thing on this side. Yep, once you get the sear on the opposite side, you're gonna pick them up. I like to put them in like a corner of the pan and stand them so that we can get all the edges together. We're gonna just sear the edges of these things as well. And just rotate them around, give them a nice little sear on all sides. Alrighty, so we're gonna put these bad boys down. We're gonna drop the heat to a medium, and this is where we're gonna add our butter into the mix. So you can add about a tablespoon. Now this is a very active process of the meal, but this is by no means passive cooking. And I feel like I literally have to open this.
Yeah, I'm like dying right now.
Oh. All right, we can't cook with the windows closed. No. So we're gonna deal. So here you see I'm melting the butter in here. If I had fresh thyme or rosemary, I would add it to the pot as well. But they didn't have any at the store, so we're just gonna base with this. You could add fresh minced garlic to this as well, and this is all your aromatics can go in, but we are basically just going to baste this the entire time it's cooking. We wanna keep the butter moving. You don't wanna leave the butter unattended for too long, otherwise it'll start to burn, and you don't want burnt butter in there. Just gonna add a little more butter to the mix. Yeah, it's lightning outside. Oh! Okay, that really just cooled it off, that breeze coming in. Depending on the size of your meat, like 3 to 5 minutes on either side. We like a nice medium to medium rare on our fillets. So just make sure you baste. And basting, this technique really helps hold moisture so that your meat doesn't dry out during the cooking process. 3 to 4 minutes on either side for these is what we'll do. Potatoes are just about done. I'm gonna take those off in just a minute. I'm going to strain the water out of this. I'm gonna put a cup underneath the strainer to save some of the water, like I said before, and we'll use that a little later. So I'm gonna take those off in just a moment. Keep basting, and once you're doing good there, you can drop that down, and I'm going to strain these. I'm gonna cut the heat on the potatoes. I'm gonna grab my strainer. All right, so now we have these strained. I'm just gonna throw them back in the pan. There's no exact science to how I do these potatoes. It's a lot of add stuff and then taste test. I'm looking for texture in this. I like smooth, creamy texture. I like to leave the skin on. That's also personal preference. You don't have to leave the skin on your potatoes. You can peel them before you put them in. But we're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to pour back in some of the water that they were boiled in, the salted butter from before. Not too much. You can always add more. You can't take any out. And we are also going to add a little bit of milk to this mixture, as well as some sour cream, about a spoonful of sour cream. And that is what we're gonna mash together in a moment, but I have to make sure that my butter does not burn because it's like kind of burning a little bit. We're gonna flip these over and do another 3 to 4 minutes on this side. Golly, can you guys hear the thunder on my microphone? That's wild. We are going to start mashing this up. Need salt and pepper, but consistency is really good. A little more sour cream would be good. Now, normally I make this, I pile this high because I will eat literal mountains of mashed potatoes when it's available. And again, there's a lot of back and forth. That's delicious. That's perfect. We're not gonna touch that anymore. It's a way to quickly elevate any mashed potato meal. Chop up some green onions, and we're gonna get those into the mix, and I would do it finely. And we're just gonna mix those in. So our mashed potatoes are set. Those are looking nice and creamy. Don't stop basting. If the storm realizes that you're not basting, and the storm will come and take your fillets. I'm gonna pull these bad boys off. I'm gonna let them rest. We're gonna let these rest. I'm not gonna cut into them right away. I'm gonna let them sit for 5 or so minutes. Woo-wee!
Are you okay, buddy? Are you a little bit nervous from the storm? It's okay, Moosey. Look, we have this guy for you. Here you go, buddy. Oh, my baby.
A little bit medium. I would say medium to slightly medium well.
Plate food ratio so fun.
Yeah, we probably should have used a smaller plate. And that is how you make fillets and mash. I got a little distracted during the storm. I think I cooked it a little longer than I would normally like, but that was really good. Wow. Oh my god, there's a lake out there. You see the lake? Look at it. There wasn't a lake before. Well, thank you all for tuning in. This has been another episode of Meals in Motion. I'm Joe.
I'm Heather.
And we are Roaming with Moose. Ho, ho, ho.